class 10, as we have already we have started chapter 9, household circuits, and now we'll start with the earthing. Okay, we have done the different parts like fuse, switch, all those things. So now let's come to earthing. So by the word earthing, obviously you can understand that when we connect something to the earth, right? So you remember the kilowatt hour meter, the very first video lesson I have done. I have shown the kilowatt hour meter. It was connected. I told you local earthing is done in the compound of the house, right? So what is that? How is that local earthing done? From the kilowatt hour meter, copper wire surrounded, kept inside a hollow insulating pipe, and at the end, and how is it being placed inside the ground? From the kilowatt hour meter, a copper wire is taken, and how can we insert the copper wire into the ground? We want to make connection with the earth, right? So how can we insert that into the ground? We'll dig a hole, 2 to 3 meters deep hole in the ground, and put the copper wire in a insulating hollow pipe, and therefore we can place it deep inside the earth, right? So 2 to 3 meters deep inside the hole, where the copper wire ends, a thick copper plate is attached, okay, and a mixture of charcoal and salt is on it, is embedded this thick copper plate, so that to establish a firm connection with the earth, and time to time water is also poured through this hollow pipe. You know, this will keep the area around it moist, damp, so it will establish a better connection of the copper plate with the ground. So proper earthing should be maintained. Now, why do we need this earthing? Sometimes it may happen that live and the neutral wire, they can just touch each other, and due to which it provides a very negligible resistance path to the flow of current. That means a huge amount of current can flow through the wire, then overhead wires. Now, as a result, if this earthing is done, that current will now then flow to the ground through this wire. The kilowatt hour meter through this wire, this is a symbol how I represent the earthing. The kilowatt hour meter through this earth wire, the huge amount of current will actually pass to the earth, right? If we do not do this, then the wires may, due to the excessive amount of heat produced with the huge amount of current, it may obviously catch fire. So that is why this earthing is done. Now this is actually nothing but the short circuiting of wires. You have heard about this term, short circuiting of wires. So basically, in simple terms, short circuit means when the current, the current always has a tendency to flow through a least resistance path. So basically, if you just see, if you connect two terminals of a battery with a bulb, you will see that the bulb is glowing. But if you connect another wire, a wire just across the two terminals of the battery, you will find that the bulb is not glowing. That is because now the current is flowing through that another wire. Not, say if this is the cell, you have the battery, okay, so you have connected to a bulb, and you connect another, you take another wire and you connect across the two terminals of the battery. You will find this time the bulb is not glowing. Why? That means the current is flowing through this wire, not through this wire. So basically it always tries to flow through the lesser resistance path. So that means when the current is flowing, when the two live and the neutral wires have touched each other, due to the less resistance, a huge amount of current will be flowing now. And due to the fact that we have done this earthing, so the current is actually flowing through the circuit then. Now what will happen? What will it do? The huge amount of current will melt the fuse. You remember we use a fuse before the kilowatt hour meter, so it will melt the fuse now, because it will reach the certain temperature which will melt which will actually provide the melting point of the fuse wire. So it will melt due to the excessive heat produced, and connection will be stopped. It will be broken. Okay. So this is how we can actually use this earthing. Now, not only for this local earthing, but also we provide earthing for the different appliances in our house also. So, one thing I just want to mention, the fuse which is used before the kilowatt hour meter, you may get an objective type question also. It's generally, the rating of the fuse is 50 ampere. Generally, what is it known as? A company fuse, which is used before the kilowatt hour meter. Company fuse, that is, generally it has a rating 50 ampere. And so basically see that company fuse and the local earthing is protecting the overhead wires from getting damaged due to the excessive current being flown. Okay, due to short circuiting or any other such cases. Okay, now few electrical appliances, especially which are actually heavy current consuming appliances, that means which draw more current, and also the appliances which we actually physically handle. So suppose say the refrigerator, say the geyser, or for example electric iron, etc. For those appliances which we actually physically handle, not the fans or say the bulbs, right? Which we don't handle physically, or which are not much huge current consuming appliances. The toasters, geysers, and the refrigerators, then the electric iron, those draw more current, and also those we handle physically. For example, the electric iron, the refrigerator. Okay, so for those things, especially earthing is very important. Let's see why. What is this? This is say the appliance. Okay, now the live wire is connected, live and the neutral wires are connected to the appliance. What is this? This is say the resistor inside the appliance. Okay, so the live wire and the neutral wires are connected to the appliance with the help of, notice these two, these are the insulated plugs. These are the insulated plugs. That means the wires, they are inserted inside the element of the appliance, where suppose the resistor is. It is inserted through some insulated plugs. That means direct contact with the appliance is not made. Insulated plugs. That means it will provide an insulating layer between the live neutral wire and the appliance, isn't it? That's why insulated plugs. And the appliance, all the appliance has some, say for example the electric iron, the refrigerator. So they have got some metallic case. metallic case of the appliance. This metallic case of the appliance is actually connected with the earth wire. So which part of the appliance we connect with the earth wire? The metallic case of the appliance we connect with the earth wire. Now what will happen? Say for example, by use for prolonged period of time, or say due to some faulty appliance, the plugs over there through which we are inserting the live and neutral wire, the insulated layer has been removed. Say, then what will happen? Direct connection with the live wire and the neutral wire will be made, right? Normally, when everything is fine, current is flowing through the metallic case. This is the path of the current to flow. No problem, current is not flowing through the earth wire. But in that special case, say for example the live wire, due to the loss of this insulation, the live wire has come in direct contact with the metallic case. Then there is a leakage of current. There is a leakage of current from the live wire to the metallic case. That means now just notice that the metallic case of the appliance is in direct contact with the live wire, high potential live wire. So now if I touch the metallic case of the appliance, what will happen? The current will try to flow through me to the ground, right? But if I provide an alternate way for that current to flow somehow to the ground, then the current won't flow through me. Now if in this condition, if I touch the metallic case now the current will not flow through me. Instead, it will flow through the earth wire, because human body, the resistance is more than the wire which we use, right? And why will the current try to flow through the earth wire? Due to potential difference. The metallic case is now at very high potential because it is now in direct contact with the live wire due to the loss of this insulation. Due to the loss of this insulation, the metallic case is in direct contact with the live wire. So now it is in direct contact with a high potential live wire. So if I touch the metallic case now, I'll get a shock, right? Why? Because this is at high potential, my body is at comparatively low potential, so it will try to flow through me to the ground. Whereas, if I connect the earth wire now, then what will happen? Obviously the current now, that current will flow through the earth wire to the ground due to earthing. So, the current is flowing to the ground from the metallic case, through the metallic case with the help of the earth wire, it's flowing to the ground. So, the earthing is saving us from getting the shock then, right? So, this is why we need to do this earthing of the metallic case of an appliance. Okay, so when do we actually experience this? Say, if the insulation of these plugs, they get damaged or removed by prolonged use, or say the appliance is faulty, okay? Or, so in this case, therefore, just notice that the current is always trying to flow through a path. That means through a path where the resistance is low. So this current which is now flowing, initially when there is no problem, the current is flowing through this under normal condition. But when this happens, so what the leakage current, due to the contact of live wire with the metallic case, direct contact, the leakage current will try to flow randomly out of its way to a place of lower potential. So if I touch it now, when the earth wire is connected, it will not flow through me, because it will try to flow through a place, through a path where it will actually face less resistance. So basically, in this short circuit condition, we are saved. Okay, so we due to this short circuit condition, we don't have to face a fatal shock. Instead, we are saved due to this. Now, sometimes when earthing, we notice that the metallic cases of the appliances are painted. Painting is done to actually provide a good insulated layer also to the appliances. So, while the earth wire is connected, the part where the earth wire will be connected, that part, the paint should be removed, so that the insulating layer should be removed, so that to establish a good conducting layer between the earth, with the earth wire and the metallic case. Okay. I hope you remember earth wire was kept at 0 volt potential, I've mentioned previously. So this is a case of the earthing. Why do we need earthing and which part of the appliance we actually earth? Okay. Now let's come to the 3-pin plug and socket. This you already have seen in your home. So basically, all the electrical appliances, you will find that electrical appliances, they have got a cable at the end of which you will see that they have got a plug. 3 pins are provided in the plug, which that plug you connect to the socket having 3 pins again, right, in the switchboard. So this plug, the uppermost pin, all the 3 pins, you will find the 3 pins have splitted ends. Why? To establish firm connection between the socket and the plug. And the uppermost plug, you will find that the uppermost plug is actually thicker than the rest two, also longer. Why is it made thicker? So that, even by mistake, first of all, the upper pin, I'll just show you. This one is for earth, upper pin, live, left side, right side, neutral. Okay. Now, see, this one is longer and thicker. Why? Because even by mistake, you cannot just put the earth pin into any other connection. It's very important. Earthing is very important. We have seen. So that's why even by mistake, you cannot put the earth pin into any other pin's area of the socket. So it's made thicker and also it's made longer, so that the first connection, when you will try to put the plug inside the socket, first connection will be made by the earth pin. Due to the longer, as it is longer, so the first connection will be made by the earth pin. So that even if the appliance is faulty, once you connect the plug, since the very first thing, which pin gets connected first? The earth pin. So that if after you connect the plug, earthing is established, so that if the appliance is faulty, then what will happen? Due to short circuit, the current will flow straight away to the earth, and obviously due to short circuit, the fuse will, short circuit means huge amount of current is flowing. So therefore, due to huge amount of current, fuse will blow off and the appliance will get saved. So, and you also won't be harmed. Like this, okay? So this is why you get question like why the earth pin is made thicker and longer, okay? And the socket, for the socket, see, obviously the topmost part is for the earth connection. This is neutral, obviously, because if this is the plug, when you insert it, vice versa, it will become live. You are connecting it to live. Neutral, you are connecting it to neutral, because this is the plug. Okay, so if the plug, the earth, live, neutral. So obviously, when you are connecting in this manner, there has to be, then the socket has to be neutral, live. Otherwise, how will you connect, right? Because when you are connecting, this is a plug, you are connecting like this, right? Okay. So go through the safety precautions while using electricity, okay? You have this in your exam, and I don't think you will face any difficulty in understanding the safety precautions. It's very common things which are written. Also, one more important thing. So, we have the 3 wires in a cable. These 3 wires, what are the 3 wires which we have in a cable? Live, neutral and earth. So, there is a specific color coding. Okay, this is a new color convention of the wires in a cable. We have brown for live, light blue for neutral, and green for earth wire. So why is this color coding followed? Because it's very convenient and it's suitable for us to follow the color coding so that we won't be like misguided while connecting the different pins into sockets or different wires in the proper places. So if we know the color coding, then we can actually identify where to connect which wire. Okay, so that's why the color coding is given. So just go through the safety precautions while using the electricity, and also for plug and socket, what are the safety precautions we should follow. These are there. I'm not going into the description because obviously I know you can understand this on your own. Okay, so just go through them. If you face any difficulty, of course you can ask me. So, and I'll let you know, I'll just give you the picture from the syllabus from class 10 ICSE. So then you will understand which are the parts. So whatever we have done is there in your exam. And only one thing extra that I have done is a power distribution, which this year it's not there. But still I wanted to explain in brief to you, that's right. Okay.